once again be wielded by a true descendant.
Your clan, all the samurai, they need you now more than ever.
This is Kiyra Lynn with Hollywood First Look, and today I am so excited because I have Akana here, and we are going to talk about her new film, Blade of the 47 Ronin. Anna, this is something completely different than we've seen you do before. How much fun was it getting into this character, Luna?
It was the best. I mean, I used to do stand-up for a very, very long time, and my stand-up was quite dark and alternative. And so I just got to go back into my sort of stand-up persona and revisit her through Luna. So set was all everyone cracking jokes, writing jokes, trying to one-up each other with the humor. And I think, as you can tell, having seen the final product, there are just so many fun zingers in it.
How much of that was improv and how much of that was actually scripted? Because you guys just really seem to have this really fun camaraderie and energy on screen.
Yeah, I would say most of the jokes that ended up making it into the film were ad-libbed because we were trying to build off of the things we were seeing. Like, not to spoil anything, but there's a joke that someone does against Yoshi Sudarso's character because he's wearing like a sleeveless tank the whole time. So stuff like that, where we're actually like in the moment and ad-libbing through the jokes or writing them based on the rehearsals we've done in the scene to try to just bring as much as we can to that present moment.
Like I said, I do love watching you kick butt in this film, but you know, how has playing Luna strengthened you as an actor, using those chops?
I would definitely say I was the weakest link on set in terms of physical ability. Teresa Ting is a wushu champion. Mike Mo is a martial arts champion and teacher. Mark Dacascos is he's got a whole background in gymnastics. Yoshi Sudarso, amazing stuntman and actor. And so I was, trying to stay on par with everyone physically while we were doing 5-hour rehearsals. Luckily, my character Luna is supposed to be rough and tumble and not that great as everyone else. But it really impacted my discipline in martial arts after the film. So I've continued martial arts. We shot about a year ago. And I was like, I am going in a lot for swordswomen. So I really need to keep up the skill. And I loved being in that very challenging environment where everyone was so good at what they did that I was inspired to keep it going.
It must have been really fun to watch your body transform while doing this.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there were definitely times I was like, am I going to injure myself? Because my body just wasn't used to training 3 to 5 hours every single day. And I didn't know how to conserve my energy. So I would just go like all these amazing actors would be like, okay, we're going to do a 1-hour weightlifting session. And then we'll do like rehearsal. And then we'll go ahead and finish off with like a big stretching session. And so every day for 3 to 5 hours, they were just at it. And I was like hobbling around like, I don't know how you guys aren't sore.
Actually, it sounds hard and difficult, but I don't know, maybe I'm crazy but it actually sounds like a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, don't get me wrong. But when you're like, oh man, everyone is really good at this.
You can't just go off on your own. You said I'd be safer with your crew, and clearly I'm not.
Come with us.
No, I'm out. Getting a cab to the airport.
There's no place that's safe while you have the blade.
Are you always this dramatic?
We're trying to save the...
I hate to say it that a lot of these types of martial arts movies of the past, they really don't reflect women as powerful as this particular film does. I mean, kudos to the screenwriter, kudos to Yuan. But how important is a film like this for, AAPI women and their representation on film and television?
Yeah, I would say it's like growing up, all I had was Mulan. I thought that was the best representation because she was a warrior, she was saving her country, and the love story was a B story. It wasn't about that love. It was about her duty and her honor to her and the love of her father. And so what I love about this film is you have so many different AAPI characters to choose from and identify with. You could literally look at Onami, Luna, you could look at Chikako or Luna Fujimoto and be like, oh, which one do I identify with based on their personalities, which isn't just, we never got that growing up. You had like, I'm the Yellow Ranger because that's the Asian one, or I'm Mowgli from the Jungle Book. And so having that that whole spectrum of different kinds of female characters and the way they show up in the world, I felt like it was so amazing. And the fact that the love story was virtually in the background and not as important at all to the story.
Wondering whether or not to break up can be a really confusing, tumultuous time. It's hard to gain objectivity and clarity when you're immersed in the sunken cost of a relationship and your love for another person. There are 8 signs that your relationship isn't working and that they either need tending to or should become a contender for actually breaking up.
What
One,
sort of advice would benefit Luna should she
wow.
stumble upon your YouTube channel?
Oh my God, what a question. Luna would watch me at all. Luna would probably think I'm ridiculous. That girl has not gone to therapy in her life. But I would say trust. I think like trust and vulnerability would be a big lesson that she'd probably have to take away from me, because she has been isolated and betrayed by a lot of people in her life. She's got a lot of daddy issues, and though she's very sardonic and uses humor as a coping mechanism, on occasion it's like, okay, but it's time to take the emotional armor off and to let one in and to be vulnerable and allow yourself to feel safe.